The Thing has by far the best costume of all the Fantastic Four, which is kind of funny because he also has the least of it. In the elemental quartet of the four, Ben Grimm is obviously Earth, and while there's been some variation in his design over the years, what tends to remain consistently true is that he's big, he's dense, and he is quite literally chunky, made of chunks that are stuck together. Rivals doesn't especially seek to innovate here, opting instead to try and present a very classic The Thing, with most of the interesting ideas emerging in the details. For one thing, that costume. He shares the costume colors of the other four, obviously, but he isn't wearing the covering bodysuit, opting instead for a pair of trunks and a big belt with the logo on it, almost like he's a prize fighter with a championship belt, which is exactly what he is because his entire animation set is built around the active, fists-up, shoulder-pumping readiness of a boxer, rather than the stiff, slow, ponderous movement you might classically expect from a guy who's made of 2 tons of rock. The Thing is limber, active, and always just a little bit in motion. And given that one of the Thing's most core themes is this idea of looking a certain way on the outside, but being something entirely different on the inside, that's a really good direction to take him. Plus, the slightly old-fashioned boxer pose he strikes squares really well with the cantankerous but funny avuncular middle-aged man characterization that he gets to have in his voice lines. A small detail that I really like, but which you will never see in-game, is that if you zoom in and look close at his face, his eyes are very human and even a little bit soft, blue with big highlights. Eyes are the window to the soul, so goes the cliche, and with The Thing, you really do get the sense from looking him in the eyes that there is a man underneath all of that rocky exterior, and I do think that that's important, even if you can't see it for most of the time. The Thing's character design in Marvel Rivals isn't exactly mind-blowing. It's not reinventing any wheels. It's classic and standard, with its main innovation being structuring his design and animation around the boxing gimmick, which again, they're not really even the first to do. But there is real brilliance in the details here, especially in those eyes, and being honest, I genuinely cannot think of how they could possibly have designed him better.